Ladies and gentlemen, this tournament final is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, he now runs his professional record to 49 wins with just 1 loss, 30 of those wins by knockout. At 5 feet 11 inches tall, 1.80 meters, he weighed in at 152 1/2 pounds, 69.3 kilos. Back tonight, fighting out of Switzerland, here is Hysni Beqiri. His opponent, fighting out of the white corner, runs his record to 48 career wins, 11 losses, 1 bout scored even, and 21 knockouts. At 5 feet 9.5 inches, 1.76 meters, he weighed in at an even 151 pounds, 68.6 kilos. Fighting out of Lyon, France, here again, Dylan Salvador. And your referee in charge of the glory ring is Paul Nichols.
Okay, gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Break. Judge. Back. Judge. Judge. Corner. Fight!
A future glory lightweight title shot is on the line. Hysni Beqiri, black gloves, white shorts, and Dylan Salvador, the white gloves and black trunks. Both of these men, their first bout went to the judges, so there's no true advantage there, Joseph. Both fighters had to go 3 rounds.
And they both had tough fights and took a lot of damage on the legs. Salvador is the southpaw, and Beqiri took a lot of damage on that inside low kick, so I'm guessing Salvador is going to really attack that inside low kick.
As we move on to the finals, we move the knockdowns up to 3. If a fighter suffers 3 knockdowns in a round or 4 within a fight, they will lose by way of TKO. Both fighters taking it easy here in the first round. As 1 minute goes by, and now see a nice combination from Salvador.
It looks like Salvador is going to really use his punches and finish with that inside low kick. Nice time knee by Beqiri.
Salvador, he was the one that really threw those knees to his advantage in that first fight. Straight shot from Beqiri. Here comes Salvador. Inside low kick from Dylan Salvador.
Beqiri keeps circling to the outside to try to take away some power from that left kick of Salvador. Way to turn off the ropes and attack with his punches.
That was a stinging uppercut from Beqiri that just missed. Knee thrown by Beqiri. Salvador put him on the mat. That is not a knockdown.
Oh, he's being actually warned because he didn't kick the leg out. He swept it out under him, which is illegal in the glory sport. I'm surprised Salvador's not using his kicks a little bit more. He seems to be straight boxing with Beqiri.
He's pushing Beqiri now into the corner. 30 seconds to go here in round 1. Who's going to steal this round? Salvador threw a lot more kicks and knees in that first bout, changing his game plan here a little bit for Hysni Beqiri.
And according to fight metrics, it's Salvador that's landing a lot more than Beqiri.
One round in the books. Joseph, let's take a closer look at our Contenders Tournament finalists, beginning with Dylan Salvador.
And as I mentioned, he has that very high-profile Muay Thai background, fighting fighters like Buakaw and being 1-1 with Sidichai is a great accomplishment in your career. And it's that vicious southpaw that he's going to continue to use, attacking that inside leg. And here's Hysni Beqiri representing and fighting for his long brother who lost his life to leukemia. And this is why you see an emotional fight out of Beqiri, and hopefully it gives him that extra power in these next 2 rounds.
Round number 2 underway. Dylan Salvador and Hysni Beqiri. We'll see if the pace picks up here in the second round, scheduled for 3.
That first round was very close. Both guys did a lot of similar damage, both landing good, clean strikes. It was very interesting to see how the judges scored that first round. But Salvador's greatest success is when he's throwing his kicks, and he seems to just want to stay in the pocket and use his punches.
Backs up Beqiri now to the ropes. Fighters clinch and will
Let go.
restart in the center. Salvador. More strikes landed, 26-12. Now the action right in front of us here in Germany for Glory 36.
Beautiful spinning back fist by Salvador. It might be those clean scoring spectacular strikes that could be the difference.
What a story it would be if the 23-year-old Dylan Salvador could win this tournament. Came in as the dark horse.
I like when he keeps his kicks up. He's got to use his punches and keeps his kicks going. And Beqiri needs to be a little bit more active. He's waiting a little too long, in my opinion.
Waiting to see Dylan Salvador throw those knees. He had so much success with in that first fight. But you're right, Joseph. He seems content to just throw his fists and punch in this fight. Continuing to back his knee up. Impressed with the defense of the young Frenchman, Dylan Salvador, as well. Just never know what these guys are feeling physically after that first bout. You can see both of the fighters' legs purple and bruised. Salvador continues to pound away on the legs of Beqiri.
When he mixes up his kicks and his punches and puts them together, that's his greatest success.
Knee from Beqiri, and Salvador finally throws one. 30 seconds to go in round 2, scheduled for 3. Nice left from Salvador.
That counter left hook's working really well for him.
Beqiri 5 years older than Salvador. 10 seconds to go. Salvador seems to be the fresher fighter right now.
And his counter punches are doing a really good job.
Salvador backs Beqiri up as the bell sounds. We'll check out the highlights from that round. There's the spinning back fist from Salvador. Didn't do much damage, but looked good.
Yeah, it's hard, especially the judges where the blind side is, could have scored that as a clean scoring strike. But it's those counter punches of Salvador that's doing a really good job, and could be the shot that catches Beqiri and puts him out. But I need to see Beqiri be a little bit more active this round if he really wants to steal that fight. Because I'm going to give that second round to Salvador. First round can go either way. So this fight is still up in the air.
Dylan Salvador replaced Beqiri late, making the most of this opportunity against Hysni Beqiri here in the finals. A future lightweight title shot on the line here in the Glory 36 Lightweight Contenders Tournament Finals. Dylan Salvador and Hysni Beqiri.
Salvador already using that left straight and using it as a counter. Caught Beqiri twice early in the third round.
I just love this kid. Dylan Salvador just has a smile on his face. He's having a good time in there. So much on the line, not letting the pressure get to him. And that was a nice, solid inside kick there from Beqiri. Body punches all Salvador. Thrown 29, he's landed 27.
There's those knees that he threw in that first fight. When Beqiri shells up like that and kind of hides in his shell, that's the time to throw those knees. And you have to know that Salvador comes from a Muay Thai background where you traditionally don't move your head so much and don't really use much movement, but he's doing a good job at moving his head and countering and using his boxing.
Two good body shots from Salvador. Beqiri goes upstairs to the head. Knee from Salvador. Here comes Beqiri back.
I like when Salvador's kicking on the outside. Keep your distance, keep kicking.
Midway through round number 3. Future title shot on the line for these two. Big shot from Salvador, blocked from Beqiri.
Beqiri needs to put a little bit more pressure on. There you go. Good left hook. Let's follow up with a low kick or a right hand after that.
Salvador throws a knee, blocked by Beqiri. 1 minute to go. There's that knee. And
Salvador really using his footwork. Angling out, triangle stepping out, L stepping out, showing some good boxing footwork.
Salvador moving throughout the ring. Beqiri continues to hunt him down.
This is what Hysni needs to do. Try to pressure Salvador, who's using his movement.
Break! Break! Let go. Break!
Under 30 to go. Kick from Salvador. Here comes Beqiri back. A little bit of blood now on the face of Hysni Beqiri. Down he goes, but it is not ruled a knockdown. And that's gonna do it for round number 3. Dylan Salvador jumps up on the ropes. He feels he is the victor. We will find out next. Glory 36 lightweight contenders final in the books, and here are some of the highlights.
It was a very close first round, and Dylan Salvador really started to pick it up and finding his counter left hook. Started using his low kicks in the first round, and then really went and really utilized his boxing in the third round, focusing on really trying to land that left straight. And in my opinion, did enough to win that fight.
As we look at the strike stats, Dylan Salvador landing a lot more than Beqiri.
It was that left straight and those inside low kicks that did the most damage for Salvador.
Beqiri really went to the work on the body of Salvador, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 5 of our ringside judges give this bout to the same corner by unanimous decision. And now, Glory lightweight contender tournament champion, Dylan Salvador.
What
here to present the Ramon Deckers Trophy, our head of talent operations, Cor Hemmers, and our vice president of European events, Mr. Bert van der Rij.
Very good.